What's up, comic fans? And it's time to preview the books coming out this week. So we got spec books, we got spotlight books, we got all the books coming out this week. Plus we got some FOC books coming out in a few short weeks. All right, and we're gonna do it all right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. All right, let's get into it. If you like books, you're in the place to be, especially if you like comic books. So let me rephrase that. If you like comic books, you're in the place to be. All right. You know how we do. We're going to start off with the spec books. First off, Captain Marvel #1. All right. And let me just, before we get into the book, let me just say it's slow week. It's been a few slow weeks for spec books, which is fine. We don't need spec all the time. We really just want good stories. All right. All right. You hear that, comic creators? We want good stories, nice art. Anyway, Captain Marvel gets a new #1. All right, she gets a design by Jen Bartel. Not in love with this cover. There are a few other covers down here. You know, you got a JTC negative space variant. There's going to be like a Halloween horror variant. Just a whole bunch of different variants. But why is this on the spec list? There's a new character in here, cat burglar, if you will, Yuna Yang. All right, Alyssa Wong, who was, scheduled to do this book and is doing the book during the summer, talked about this character. Seems like it's going to be a character with some sticking power. Will possibly become the sidekick to Captain Marvel. All right, so we're gonna see a sidekick here, and this character has legs. It could grow, who knows. So years from now, maybe this will be a thing. Anyway, Captain Marvel #1 makes the list for spec books this week. Next up, Flash #2. This is less of a superhero sidekick, first appearance type deal, and this is more of a villain appearance. All right, here you see the Flash kind of surrounded by these, intergalactic creatures. We're gonna call them, as the cover says, the Stillness. All right, you're gonna get down with the stillness. Come on, get down with the stillness. Anyway, Simon Spurrier writing it, so forth. First appearance, so let's see where this goes. All right, we're done with spec books. We're heading into my spotlight books. These are books that I just thought were cool. They're coming out this week. You have Universal Monsters Dracula #1. All right, you got James Tynion IV, doing the World Tree and Something's Killing the Children and Department of Truth and all those guys, and Martin Simons, who also is the artist for Department of Truth, doing this. Pretty cool cover for cover A. If you're a big Dracula fan, it is Halloween. I believe this is a 4-issue series. All right, so you got these guys working on this book. What I don't see listed here is the 1 per store thank you variant. But here it is. That's the cover. Honestly, I do prefer cover A. All right, we're moving on. And we have Marvel Zombies, Black, White, and Blood #1. So the Marvel Zombies are making a return. Garth Ennis working on this book along with a lot of other creators. Looks like there's going to be 3 different stories in here. 3 different writers, 3 different artists. But this is just a cool Marvel Zombie Wolverine cover. It's got the parental advisory, not for kids, right on the front. Couple of other covers, as you see here. All right, in keeping with the, black, white, and red, or this is black, white, and blood theme. You're only going to find shades of black. You're going to have some whites, so you're going to have grays and, that kind of stuff. And you're going to have red or blood. It is zombies after all. All right, let's move on to the FOC books this week. All right, we're due in today, Monday, October 23rd. But don't worry, your store, unless a lot of these sold out, should still be able to order them. This was just so they can guarantee their orders, all right? And even then, sometimes orders get allocated, when the print count isn't right. But anyway, that's a whole nother bag of worms. Let's get into the books that are coming out. Here you have The Incredible Hulk, Attack of the Zombie Ghost Rider. Alright, this is a first cover appearance. And if this is just a zombie Ghost Rider, not any other Ghost Rider, just transformed, this could be a first appearance. Alright. And the Hulk has been a really good series, so go ahead and pick that up. Philip Kennedy Johnson, killing it. And you got Nick Klein as the interior artist and the cover artist on this. Moving on. If you didn't know, now you know. Image and Skybound both got the rights to G.I. Joe and Transformers, the Energonverse. But this, guys, is a continuation of the IDW Transformers series, alright? This is G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, issue number 301. But the first issue, this is the first issue at Image, alright? So you got an Andy Kubert cover here, Brad Anderson also working on the cover art, Larry Hama does the story. Alright, and this is, like I said, it's going to continue the IDW run, which brings us to the next book, which is a reprint of G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. And let me say this, it doesn't look like this IDW continuation is going to have anything to do with Energonverse, alright? Probably just going to be a totally separate thing. Who knows? They might end it at some point when Larry Hama's done telling his story. But let's get to this one, G.I. Joe. This is a reprint of that original #1 by Marvel, alright, except there up top it says Skybound Comics Group instead of Marvel Comics Group, right? And you got the little image symbol in the indica. Other than that, might just be a true to life, reprint. But here's the thing about this one is it's got Larry Hama's original unedited dialogue, alright? So this is, the wording in there is wording that, it's never been seen before. How much it changed, after it was edited, who knows? But this is what Larry Hama originally envisioned, alright? And there is a cover B. Haha, there you go. Cobra! So you got the Cobra Commander and, some Cobra peeps on this cover, okay? Nice homage to the original #1, that A cover. Alright. Now let's get into the rest of the books coming out this week. Image here. I don't know why they do this, but whenever Image has a trade, it kind of gets thrown up top, and then the rest of the Image books get mixed in at the bottom. Probably because Image left Diamond and went to another editor, publisher, and, maybe they're a little mad at them. Who knows? Anyway, boom. Here comes the boom. Ready or not. What do we got here? What do we have here? Alice Never After. Instead of Alice Ever After. The Expanse Dragon Tooth is halfway through its series. What else? You got some Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm gonna keep going. Slow Burn #1. That's a new #1 there out of Boom Studios. Something's Killing Children #34. A couple of covers for that, including the FOC reveal spot cover. Alright, we're off to DC Comics. DC. You got Action Comics, which has been pretty good. I'm more of the fan of the Superman book, because that's just a standalone Superman story. But the Action Comics does a really good job of being like an anthology book of all the things happening in the Superman universe. Alright. Moving on, you got Alan Scott, the Green Lantern #1. Alright, we're going to that Golden Age Green Lantern with some more tales about him. Lots of covers for that. Amazon Attacks #1 is kind of an Amazonian team-up book. Alright. Including a lot of the different Amazonians. What else? What else is good? And doesn't mean when I say it's good, what else is good? It's just my own personal opinion. Doesn't mean anything I don't say is good is not good. Also doesn't mean anything I say is good is actually good. Disclaimer. You got Batman, Catwoman, Gotham War, Red Hood, issue 2 of 2. That'll wrap up the Red Hood storyline. Really messed up what Batman did to Red Hood. But yeah, catch my my new comic book haul review videos if you want to hear me talk about that. What else? Or come hang out on Monday Night Raw Books and we can talk about it. What else? Detective Comics is coming out. This has been a really long story. Good. It fluctuates up and down, but it's good. You got that Flash #2, which we talked about. A couple cool covers. Bjorn Barons is really getting out there. His artwork is really starting to flourish. I think he's finally caught on big time at this moment. Let's keep it going. A lot of Harley Quinn covers this week. You got the Human Target, the complete series omnibus hardcover for iZombie, and Human Target's Volume 1 trade. What else? Penguin #3 is out. I have not read that. Power Girl, Star Girl, Steelworks, Beast Boy, Tales of the Titans #4. All right, that's got some stuff happening in it. If you're a Beast Boy fan or you like the Titans, you might want to check that out. The Unstoppable Doom Patrol is at issue 7 of 7. So this should be wrapping up. It's been a really fun ride though, so maybe it'll get extended. Who knows? Wonder Woman #1 gets a second print cover by Jim Lee and a foil variant. And Wonder Woman #2 is coming out this week. I heard that it was a good book. I didn't hear anything contrary to that. So it may be worth checking out. Alright, we're at Marvel Comics this week. And what do we have? You got Alpha Flight, Amazing Spider-Man #36 with a really cool cover. Alright, a couple of them too. You got that John Romita Jr. Senior variant. Chris Anka on another. That new Champions variant. Captain America #2 is coming out. And we got the Captain Marvel that we talked about. New design. The David Nakayama foil. Seems like a cool cover. What else? Jen Bartel cover is cool. The JTC one is not bad. I just don't like cover A that much. Joshua Swaby. Not a Swaby, but I guess it's Swaby. What else? Yeah, there's a couple of different cool covers. Daredevil #1 gets a second printing. Alright, and a 1 in 25 variant second printing. I don't know what to think of those second print ratio variants. I don't know. Anyway, if you like Scotty Young, there's a Dark X-Men #3, Scotty Young variant. Hallows Eve has her own like one shot for the Halloween season. Makes sense. The Immortal Thor issue #3 is out. That's a really good series. Jean Grey. What else we have? Marvel Zombies, which we talked about. A lot of covers for that one. Miss Marvel, the New Mutant #3. If you're a New Mutant, Miss Marvel fan. Predator vs. Wolverine #2 comes out. Feels like issue 1 just came out the other week, so they're really pumping those out real quick, huh? Let's see what else. Dark Droids #2 got a second printing, and you should have issue #3 coming out in 2 weeks, I think. 3 weeks. What else do we have here? Boop, boop, boop. Dr. Aphra, as you can see, I'm subscribed to that. That's pretty good. And we're going to keep the ball rolling. Uncanny X-Men #3 is coming out. If you don't know, the X-Men, their whole setup has been pretty much tilted on edge. Orcus is trying to orchestrate the fall of the X-Men and mutants in general. All right, we're off to Dynamite. And what do we have coming out of Dynamite? You got Hades #3. And then you got Gargoyles #10. All right, so Dynamite doing these Disney, afternoon cartoon comics. What else? Negaduck's out. And Starfinder. All right. More of the Marvel stuff, Disney stuff out this week than all their other toys. Alright, here's some Diamond Select toys, including like a Scotty Young Marvel animated style Moon Knight statue. Same thing with that Blade. Those are Scotty Young imitations, or maybe they're just straight up from Scotty Young. All right, here are the rest of the books coming out this week from all the other publishers we hadn't mentioned yet. And let's go. All right, you got some Archie, if you're an Archie fan. There's going to be some horror comics in here, by the way, in case, you're a horror comic person. It is October, so that makes sense. Black Hammer N #3 is coming out through Dark Horse. What else you got here? Blitmap #1. That's #1. Just pointing it out. It's probably a #1 I missed somewhere. Let's see. Conan Barbarian #1, 4th printing. Panosian New York Comic Con Convention exclusive. $10. You can order it through Previews World. It is here. It does exist. Got Crossed, Creep Show. You got a D&D Night of Endless Adventure trade for your D&D fans. Lots of books. Lots and lots of books. Let's see where we're at. Firepower. I actually enjoy Firepower. Robert Kirkman, Chris Samney. Good series. Hellboy #1, Giant Robot Hellboy #1. If you're a Hellboy fan, here you go, new series. Gone #1 by Jock. All right, that's through Distillery, the new, comic publishing house for independent comics. Scout Comics with Greylock #1, that's coming out. You got Gunslinger Spawn with some cool classic Gunslinger covers. You got Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, issue #2 coming out. Some cool homage covers there, by the way. Alright, I think we're towards the end, but we're really just in the I section. Ice Cream Man, if you guys are big into Ice Cream Man. That's had a lot of had a lot of hype, especially during the pandemic, that Ice Cream Man, but it still continues to be a solid anthology book. Lady Death. Alright. Some Lady Death stuff out. I know there's some Lady Death fans out there. We're about halfway through the books. Money Shot for you Money Shot fans. I've heard it's a fun book. I haven't read it, but I heard it's funny. New Burn #12, Chip Zdarsky, Image Comics. New Burn's pretty fun. I haven't read the last arc, but it was pretty good, the first arc I read. Alright, let's see. Let's get there. Let's get to the end. Radiant Black #26.5. Alright, so something's happening between 26 and 27 that required a 26.5. Rick and Morty. Alright, if you guys like Rick and Morty, that's out this week. That's issue #4 of that arc, and it looks like it's the last book in that arc. Four issue arc. Not only do we have Gunslinger Spawn this week, we just have regular Spawn this week with issue #346. A couple of cool covers from that. By the way, here's a Star Trek book, because I know there's some Trekkies out there. Issue #13. Alright, we're really close to the end. We got some Xenoscope books, some massive books. We got Outer Spaceman #1 by American Mythology Productions, AMP. Ablaze with the Prism #1. Alright, a lot of covers for that one. New #1 out of Ablaze. The Ribbon Queen #4. Alright, we're getting there, guys. Some TMNT, Saturday Morning Adventures. Stranger Things. Look at all these good comics. All right, we're almost to the end, guys. Could have been anywhere. Yeah, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that as I bumble everything, bumbling, stumbling, rumbling. Here's Dracula. All right, that Tynan and Simon's book. Couple covers. All right. Oh, Void Rivals number 5 is out this week. All right, if you haven't been following Void Rivals, that's a good read. World Tree number 5 gets a second printing. Basically, every World Tree book is going to get a second printing, it feels like. The Walking Dead Deluxe is out. If you like The Walking Dead in color, go ahead and pick that up. What's the furthest place from here? Issue number 15. Got The Witcher, and that's it. Comic fans, thank you for joining me. Do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for this week's books. If you like the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and go ahead and throw me a thumbs up. Let's talk about comics. Peace. The CBC Awards are out. Go ahead and visit the CBC Awards and vote for your favorite channel member, right? Yours truly has been nominated for 2 awards: Best Unboxing Video or Series, and then Best Speculation Comic Investing, alright? I wouldn't mind if you threw me a vote, but vote however you want. What's up, comic fans? And it's time for the previews of the comic. What's up, comic books? Alright, what's up, comic fans? And welcome to the preview.